What is going on, guys? So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about sort of the mask of masculinity that I've been seeing in like our society, and the whole idea that people will start conforming to societal standards because they want to seem like cool or they don't want to be judged for it. So yeah, let's get into it. So pretty much the first thing I want to start on is just the idea of like the mask of masculinity, right? So Lewis Howes writes a book on this, and there's also been a few other people who have talked about this just in their videos and their books, and it's pretty much talking about how men feel like they have to be a certain way, right? They feel like they have to act all macho, they have to be these buff dudes, they have to have hair on their legs, they have to like get in fights, drink and play sports and whatever it may be. It's just like this long list of things that a man has to do, and that makes you like manly, and they feel like as if a girl would appeal more to those ideas, and I just don't get it. Like, for me, it's not about being a man, it's about being who you want to be. So say like I am a male, yes, but at the end of the day I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do, not because I'm a male. If I was a female I'd probably do the same shit, but the point of this is that like these societal standards that are being put into place, I feel like are restricting these people from actually doing what they want to do. I'm just gonna bring up a personal story myself. So 6 months ago, I started getting this idea. I was like, dude, I have so much hair on my body. Like, if I can put up I'll put up a picture, maybe. Yeah, here. Be a picture somewhere. And that was me 6 months ago, right? And then finally one day I was like, dude, I don't want any hair on my body anymore. Like, I can't do this. But there was a part of me that was restricted by the fact that I thought I was going to be judged. The idea that I could be called like, just like, yeah, mean names, whatever. So time passes on, and I finally get to the point where I do it, right? And as you guys know, I have no hair on my body anymore, but it took me a while to get to that point because I wasn't in the position to do so. Like, I didn't feel comfortable enough with myself in order to possibly like do it. So once I did it, I came into school and I was like so anxious. I was so anxious of what people were gonna say, what they were gonna think, and for what? Like, there's no point. Like, it's just hair. That's all it is. It's hair, and it's just like any other thing is my point. So whether you want to change something else in your life, like if you want to change the way you look or the way you feel about an issue, just do it. Like, be you. Don't try to conform to an idea of being like masculine or being feminine, or like, the labels only mess everything up. When you label something, it tends to just mess it up completely. So the second point I want to get into is something that Jay Alvarez mentioned. Jay Alvarez was talking about how a lot of these dudes, right, will go out there and try to get girlfriends or girls to like get with them and whatever, and then they go about it the complete wrong way because they're going about it as if like they're trying to be macho men and whatever. Where he was talking about how he's a mama's boy and he's like super feministic, and he's just in the idea of, yeah, I know how girls want to be treated, I know how like everyone wants to act, you know? Like, it's not this sort of vibe where he's trying to be like some cool dude. It's more or less he's just trying to talk to them as a regular individual and not a female or a male, just any one person that's standing in front of him. And I think that's the big ideal. Like, this is crazy things about like stereotypes and whatever, and there's always just political nonsense going on with it. But my idea in talking about all this, like the idea of masculinity, the idea of like wearing a mask, is because what's the point? What's the point of you not being yourself? The only way you're going to be the best you is if you put actions in place to do so. So whether that means like pursuing something that you want to pursue, discussing ideas with your family that you've never wanted to discuss before, like jump outside of your comfort zone. And I just feel like a lot of people are really scared to do that, but I'm telling you, it changes everything. Like, for instance, me shaving my legs, game changer. Everybody told me I was gonna be like gay, or I'm gonna like be girly or whatever it may be, and now nobody says anything about it. Like, there will be the few people who haven't seen me before, and they'll be like, oh yeah, whatever, but like Nobody blinks an eye. Steve Cook, I think Steve Cook's a great looking dude, and that dude like shaves his legs. Like, bro, there's no point. But and this isn't even just shaving like legs. Like, I'm literally just using like an example, but it's this whole idea that people wear masks because they don't want to be judged. Judgment is not bad. Like, judgment is something that will always happen because people are insecure about themselves or insecure about something that you do. Like, whenever you take judgment, don't take it with a grain of salt. Be happy that you're being noticed. Like, this is what I believe. I believe that nobody in life will get anywhere unless they are some sort of original. If you are the same as anybody else, why would anybody else pick you? Right? So it's the idea of breaking out of the norm and becoming something new that nobody's seen before. And obviously there's going to be people who hate on you and people who judge you, but there's going to be more people who sit there and respect what you did. Like, respect that you were able to do something that they couldn't. So yeah, I guess that was just a little rant and a little video I wanted to make because I've been noticing it a lot, and I saw a podcast the other day about this whole thing. So I guess that's it. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow my social medias, do what you want to do, and that's a wrap.